So today, in unfortunate hip hop news, things aren't looking too great in Nellyville between the St. Louis rap legend Nelly and his crew, St. Lunatics. Nelly is being sued by his former group, St. Lunatics, over Country Grammar album. Now, they supposedly said they helped him craft the highest selling album of his career. That album went diamond. Um, on Wednesday, members of the St. Lunatics filed an infringement lawsuit in federal court claiming that Nelly manipulated them multiple times into thinking they would be compensated for their work on his debut album, Country Grammar, which came out in 2002. Now, once again, I said that album went diamond, meaning that it sold over 10 million copies. 10 million copies in 2000 is crazy. That's a lot of money because back in 2000, remember, nobody was bootlegging like they're doing now. There was no streaming. So for to sell 10 million physical copies, that was a whole lot of money. So they claim that Nelly used their songs without his permission, and it was filed by every former member of the group, including Murphy Lee, Ha Lee, City Spud, Keywan, and Slow Down. So quote unquote, they're saying that every time they confronted Nelly, he would assure them as friends he would never prevent them from receiving the financial success they were entitled to. Unfortunately, they said that they reasonably believed that their friend and former band member would never steal and writing credit in original composition, and that he eventually did. So, in the lawsuit, the members claimed that during the creation of Country Grammar, Nelly would repeatedly give credit to the St. Lunatics publicly and privately for the writing on the record and would ensure that they would be paid for it, but later discovered that they weren't. They claimed that they helped create more songs than they ended up being credited for on the album, which included "Still the Show," "Thicky Thick Girl," "Batter Up," and "Rap Something." And the claims, um, if their claims are true, this could be a big payout considering the Country Grammar went diamond. Um, and they hired an attorney to not only sue Nelly, but to sue Universal Music Publishing Group. But check this video out where someone is saying that due to the statute of limitations, they wouldn't be getting paid.
Nelly has been sued by his co-writers on his album Country Grammar that came out over 20 years ago. The co-writers claim that Nelly never credited them on the album. They didn't know until 2020, and he never actually paid them. Instead, he was collecting the whole publishing share, the composition share, and all the royalties this album created. Now, without even going into too much detail on this case, the most important thing to know here is copyright infringement has a limit of 3 years. Statute of limitations is 3 years of copyright infringement from the date you found out about it. This album came out 20 years ago. So what they're doing is they're claiming pretty much fraud. They're saying that Nelly lied to them and kept leading them on over the course of these 24 years. And they found out in 2020. And then in 2021, they hired an attorney. And in March, he sent a letter to UMG and Nelly asking about this. And they denied everything. But now here comes the suit, which is more than 3 years even after that first letter was sent. So I'm curious to see how they're going to defend against the statute of limitations tossing this case out. Nelly has been sued.
Yeah, so they're suing for $50 million. That's a lot of money. If they're suing them for 50 million, how much did the album really make? Okay, so let's just keep it a buck. If back in the day, I believe in 2000 CDs were going for like what, $19, $20, 19.99. So if you sold 10 million copies at $20 a pop, that's 200 M's. Now I'm not saying Nelly got all that because the record label takes the majority of the money. But 200 M's off of one album is, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like that's a lot of bread. That's why they want their 50 million, because they're like, we just want a quarter of that. So I respect it. I respect them trying to get their money, but how we had to go and check out their Instagram page. But before we do that, let's see what Nelly had to say, not on this case, but just about being successful back in the day.
When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Luda. All of us are fighting for one spot. From 99 to like 2008, 10, it's the hardest era ever.
I'm not gonna lie. That he does have a point. That was the hardest era ever. He had to go against 50, Eminem, Ludacris, DMX, and these are all platinum artists, like huge artists, like instrumental artists to our culture. So I recently, I had to go do my due diligence and check out all the members of the Lunatics page to see if they posted anything about it, and they're not really posting anything. Here's Murphy Lee's page. Murphy Lee, he just ain't talking too much, but I did see this video on Murphy Lee's page, which showed that the Saint Lunatics are definitely performing on tour. They aren't with Nelly, but they're definitely performing all their hits that they had with Nelly. So check this out. So I'm not gonna lie, 20 years ago is a long time ago. I just barely realized, like, 20 years. Damn, that's hella long. But it's good to see him, still being able to perform and get money, and still, ride the wave of their success from back in the day. But they do look hella old. Like, oh, now you got to see Ali. Ali is unrecognizable. I mean, he already did kind of look old when he was back in the day, but look how old, bro. Look now. Oh no, this was in May 7th at the beginning, almost beginning of this year. Nelly did perform with in Vegas with them. So I don't know how like recent their lawsuit. Well, the lawsuit just happened not too long ago, so it might have been cool, but they're probably not cool right now. But look at this; they were performing in Vegas a while ago. Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. But look how old Ali looks now. Granddaddy Ali. That man, he like 60. Look, OG, you unk for sure. OG Ali. At least he in the gym. I respect that. Nigga. Stop playing. So I went to City Spud's page. City Spud's page had like some footage of them like out on tour, and I like that one. Check this out. This is City Spud's page.
Like, yeah, you never move like what? Yeah. Oh no. Slow down, Saint Lunatics. He up in
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. That they still get to perform and do their thing. Let me go to Kiwan's page. Kiwan's page is pretty cool too. It's Kiwan's page. Wow, 20 years ago is a long time, man.
2 nights. This is Friday. It's Topher birthday, y'all.
And then here goes Slow Down's page. Slow down. Yeah, man. So I hope they're able to resolve their differences. I hope they get their cut and they pay because they deserve it, man. St. Lunatics. Nelly was a huge artist, but when he came out with the St. Lunatics, that was hard too. So give all credit when credit is due. Pay them boys because at the end of the day, with all that talent, the labels made most of the money, and that's the sad part. That labels got their chip. Why can't these brothers get their chip? You feel me? So let's let them get their bag, bro.